Fortunately, the tech problem happened before I start recording. So that worked out quite well, actually. Stream starting an hour later than usual-ish, so it's just going to be an hour shorter than usual-ish. For obvious reasons. I have a finite amount of time in the day. So let us continue with our journey through Eden Prime. Spoilers, I don't think we're going to save it. I think it's a bit trashed. But we can obviously try. Weird song. Interesting. No,
Commander,
Nihilus.
It's Nihilus.
It is Nihilus, Caden. It is Nihilus.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I am sorry, I was hiding from those creatures.
Not those creatures.
My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Gasp.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift.
Mood.
I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
I can't nap, chat.
You survived because you're lazy?
I really, really struggle to sleep. Normally, during the day, it's not impossible.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks, for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Ashley Williams, ladies, gents, and non-binary pals. Ashley Williams.
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
I don't have enough charm.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Yeah. 5 grenades. Not that I needed 5 grenades, of course, but there we are. Okay, so there's still a frame rate issue in the recording. That's good to know. Like, it's not horrible, it's just every now and then. I'll continue tinkering. Right, yes, I need to mark these as junk. Hey, Ashley, what do you have? You have the Kessler, I have the Striker. And Caden's got the H2, so get rid of that pistol. I'll be getting better stuff soon-ish anyway, so... Oh, that'll be my sniper rifle. All that for junk, no grenade mods, no Bartic amps, armors. I only need one of those because only Ashley will ever be able to wear heavy armor, human heavy armor specifically. Mark that for junk. Right. Upgrade me, please. Damage versus organics, weapons force. Sure, why not? So, if you're unaware, which played before, I assume it's the same as in the original, where past a certain point in the game, if you accumulate enough money, hang on, just check some of my settings really quickly. If you accumulate enough money, the game actually let's try that. Unlocks a bonus shot for you. Congratulations, whoever just won 5 points in the jump catch game. Yeah, it unlocks a bonus shop with really good stuff in it. So I'll be I'm saving for that basically. Oh, I thought Ashley was shooting me in the back there. That's on me. Okay, I may have fixed the recording issue. If there's anyone in chat, obviously lurking is fine. The change weapon redeem is now active again. So I'm going to be using my pistol until someone says otherwise. Which is fine by me. I think it's very satisfying to use a pistol, but... Where's warp? There it is. I aimed that wrong. Need pull. That's what I need for this situation. I'm just going to roll upon them. Headshot. We good? Into cover. Okay, so pull doesn't loop. Going back to the money situation, I think it's like 1,000,000 credits I need or something. So it takes a while to unlock, but I'm fine just using whatever I can scavenge. I would argue this is a cargo lift. Oh, cutscene.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
No survivors. Execute Order 66. I'm back. Hello. Right, this section's timed, so that's cool.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
I mean, there's plenty of time, so I'm not particularly bothered. I do kind of feel like the HUD feels too fancy for the game. I don't know, it seems a bit jarring. Dissonant, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Hey, Caden got him. And that will kill everything for the money and XP that will give me. I tried to sprint, and that's why I crashed. I'm going to kill everything before I do the last bomb, however. I think it's fine. I don't think anything despawns. Hey, I can see your knee. Shot you in the knee. But, you know, I've got 3 minutes to disarm that bomb. Cool. Is that better armor? Even better. Let's... Why would you ever wear that armor? What? I don't... Does it look cool? I mean, it looks fine, I guess. I'm not sure why you would ever wear it. Weird. Yeah, I'll stick armor plating in my armor. Weird. Just gonna jump that. Some Geth down here. If it gets to 2 minutes, I'll nip back and deactivate the bomb. Hey! Yeet! Okay, that's all the enemies dead.
That's
So,
it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
thanks, Caden. Like with Dragon Age, there are a finite number of enemies in the game for experience and financial rewards, so it's always worth taking care of all of them. There's no grinding. If you miss something, you've missed it. And like I say, I don't think anything despawns when you do the last charge, but I had the time, so why wouldn't I make doubly sure that I killed everything? For those sweet, sweet rewards. Oh, right, now I've also got new guns. Let's jump that. It's less accurate, does less damage, but you get more shots. Well, it's only 1 less damage, but you get more shots. Yeah, I'll take the Reaper, why not? It's also got, you know, a sweet name. Can I please mark? Why can't I mark that as junk? Weird. Oh, it just wasn't showing up. Right. Onwards we go. For glory! What ho! Charge! Oh no, I'm fatigued. Means I can't sprint anymore. Till it fully charges. Don't poke the beacon just yet. Check for loot and also... there we go. Buy time for people to make it to the stream. The beacon being important to the story. Sweet. Please give me the assault rifle. 144, 150. I guess if I take the Avenger, Ashley can use the Banshee for the extra DPS. Got a couple of those, but she can't wear them. Oh. How do I remove it? Uninstall upgrade, there we are. What's my current armor? Damage yeah, I'll take health regen. I'll take health regen. Hey Ashley, do you want some extra armor plating? I know there's a storage locker over there I need to check. I think this is a safe on the wall for money purposes. No, it's just not a storage locker. Save before doing these in case I mess it up. Because you get XP for opening them, money, and loot. It's great. So I don't think they're the same every time. But I do think that they... what was I going to say? I do think there's only a limited amount of variation of patterns that it can choose from. Damage is down. That's just a worse shotgun. Okay. Save the game. Hydrate while it does so. And then beep the boop. It's an important cutscene, so I'll disappear.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate evac.
Actual working.
Oh, if you ever think about
technology.
body horror or flashing
Unbelievable.
images, you might want to
It
look
wasn't
away.
doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too
Shepard's dead. Roll credits. You can look back, by the way. The flashing images have stopped. The body horror is just my face, which is not on screen still, so not yet on screen again. Yo, Major Benezia.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel.
Marina
It was
Sirtis.
under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Now kiss. Mwah.
This human must be eliminated.
So Saren is stable.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
No.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious.
Hey.
How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Who's she calling a beta? I'm Captain Shepard. Commander Shepard, even. Captain Shepard, what?
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
You are a mess, Caden.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
It's a mistake.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Again, top options usually related to Paragon things. If there is a Paragon Renegade reward, bottom options are Renegade things. Or if there isn't a reward, top options is usually more positive.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look
I
bad.
got Renegade from that.
Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything?
Reminder.
Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Do not take a shot every time the word beacon is mentioned. You will die.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
I'm just looking out for you, chat.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
Yeah, it is.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
I was about to say, you're the captain, you do it, but I guess he's technically my superior officer. I'm also the XO, which is the executive officer, which is the second in command. We're going to do a tour of the Normandy first, however. This is Chakwas' office.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay.
You
Losing
just said
Jenkins
that.
was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you
Leah
stopped
Raid,
Saren from wiping
thank you
out
so
our
much. Why am
colony.
my alerts not playing? What? There's supposed to be a whole sound thing, but thank you so much for the raid, Leah. How was Fortnite? Well, I tried to fix... There we go, the alerts weren't working for whatever... That alert box is tiny. I should probably make that big. I fixed it. We're all good. We're all good. Fortnite was Fortniting. You know what? That checks out. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate the support.
We're Marines.
Welcome to my
We stick together.
sweet
And I'm just
AF
sorry that we lost Jenkins.
channel. It's not sweet AF. Welcome to my theoretically cozy channel, at the very least. Yeah, I'm Comrade Bubbles. I'm queer, a fan of puns, and right now struggling with my mental health, but we're pushing through with one of my favourite games. This is the Legendary Edition. You can probably tell, because it's kind of shiny. Pretty much a lot of swords to the face. That just sounds like... oh, this is going to date me. Does anyone know there ever played the medieval mode of TF2? Because that was the experience of that, all told. Have a little headache though, so I'm going to go self-care. Have a good stream. Thank you, Leah. Look after yourself. Hopefully you feel better soon. Anyone who is peacing out, thank you for listening to my spiel. I really appreciate it, but never feel like you have to stay here. I want people here because they want to be here, not because they were part of a raiding party, and then kind of feel awkward about leaving immediately. Stay as long as you want to, and go with my love and blessing, whatever happens. Unless, you know, you insult people, in which case you don't have that. Not Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Chat, do you want to start a conversation? You know how there's the classic anything you say on the internet will start an argument? Caden or Ashley, go.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
I'm edgy, I don't have one.
I never met my parents. If they wanted to see me, they'd have contacted me after that mess a few years back.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
Excellent use of the pan heart emote there, Des. Excellent use of it.
The captain hopes the ambassador...
One
can
day
get
I'll
an
do a
audience
Mel
with the
Shep
council.
romance of Caden.
Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
You know, it's a slow burn. Very slow burn, but doable.
Joker's waiting for you on the bridge.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic
I know Femshep
adventure.
can romance him as well.
I
don't
wanted
worry.
to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
But we did get you,
But
Chakwas.
humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Fun fact about Chakwas, chat. If you didn't know, her name's an anagram of hacksaw, which was a surgical instrument originally.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
That's fair.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip.
Consensually.
The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
Side note, if you haven't read any of the Mass Effect novels, the first 3 are well worth reading, the 4th one ignore.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service
I think
record.
it's 4.
Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Sorry, I was just double checking. Yeah, so the first 3, Mass Effect Revelation, Mass Effect Ascension, and Mass Effect Retribution, were worth reading. All 3 are written by Drew Karpyshyn, who I believe was one of the creators of the Mass Effect universe. The 4th one is kind of viewed as non-canon because it's really bad and mischaracterizes several characters. I can't speak for the Andromeda tie-in novels, unfortunately, but yeah, the first 3 are good. The first one, Revelation in particular, is Anderson's backstory and how he knows Saren. The name, I lost it. Welcome in, Omega's Prime 1. Prime. Also, I like this conversation when playing an Adept or a Sentinel, or I guess a Vanguard, because you're a biotic already, you should know this, but you still get it.
What kind of
For
complications?
world building.
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Yeah, that does sound lucky, all things considered.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
We'll go talk to Ashley at some point on my way back. I'm so used to the SR2, and I'm like, where's the little gun bit? And I'm like, wrong game.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
So I can kick
Thanks,
you out of an
Commander.
airlock.
That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
To go back to a previous topic of conversation, anyone who's watched the original playthrough I did of this, of the, 2007 Mass Effect. I'm firmly on Cam Caden. I'll take bland-ish over Ashley.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
However, all of that said, this time around, I'm going to leave the decision in chat's hands. So, if you have a particular feeling either way, you know, maybe stick around on the channel, follow it, make sure you tune in when I go live at the relevant point of the game.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
I do try to kind of announce what plot point I'm addressing in the Twitch notification, not that Twitch is good at that, and in any social media and Discord posts I make.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Sure. Also, I will be doing the elevator conversations. I like them. Let's go talk to my guy in the cargo hold. I'm pretty sure you can get the licenses without talking to him. And the Normandy's vehicle bay. Oh yeah, cool. But I just want to talk to him.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want.
I really,
Armor, weapons,
really want the
mods.
SR1 hat.
It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
This guy just freely admits to shady dealings.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands.
Also, this guy's shredded.
Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can.
So,
check
story
back
missions.
often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
You misunderstand, chat. I don't wish to buy anything. I wish to sell everything. Yeah. The grind to 1,000,000 credits begins. Go and talk to Engineer Adams.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
It is. Let's grab all of the codex entries around here. Please, the court. Thank you. I love that you get XP for picking up codex entries. It's a good way of getting experience. I came down that way, let's go this way. Makes no actual difference, takes you to the same place, but it makes me feel better about myself doing a circular route. I don't think there are any codex entries in here, but I will double check. Oh, another contentious conversation, chat. The Mako, Y/N. Discuss. I'm firmly in camp Y myself. I like it. I know they've changed the handling in this version of the game. Although I believe you can set it back to classic. Right, time to get my power trip on. Salute! Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
I like how they put the subtitles at the perfect height to be in front of the strip light. Hey, you, salute. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone in here. Nope, but I think this gives me a codex entry. Are you ready for lore chat? How many people have not seen Mass Effect before? Or played it, I guess. Because I'm about to do a whole exposition dump. Let's do it. I'll do all my reading first, and then we'll do the primary ones, which are voiced, thank the maker. Citadel Station statistics. Although the Citadel is equipped with Mass Effect generating element 0 cores, most of the gravity on the station is generated by the centrifugal force of rotation. Rotation, 3.5 minutes per revolution. Rotational gravity in wards, 1.02 Earth. Rotational gravity in Presidium, 0.3 Earth. Total length when open, 44.7 kilometers. Diameter when open, 12.8 kilometers. Ward length, 43.6 kilometers. Ward width, 330 meters. Which is a bit narrower than the length. Presidium ring diameter, 7.2 kilometers. Presidium ring width, 553 meters. Exterior armor thickness, 13 meters. Population, 13.2 million, not including keepers. Gross weight, 7.11 billion metric tons. Height of the Presidium tower, 1,047 meters. That is a pretty tall tower. Military jargon from the Systems Alliance. This is your primer. Ashore. When a ship's crew leaves the vessel, they are ashore. Though normally used regarding planets, it can refer to boarding a space station. Away. When a ship releases the equipment tethering it to a space station or surface dock, it is away. Aye aye. The proper way to acknowledge an order. If told to attack, the correct response is aye aye sir. If asked, are you proud to be a Marine, the correct response is yes sir. ASAP. Pronounced ASAP. An acronym of as soon as possible. Belay. Stop. Cease. Bridge. The navigation center of a spacecraft where the steering is done. Captain's mast. Non-judicial disciplinary proceedings by unit commanders. Could be something slightly filthier, but they went with that, and I respect that. CIC. Combat Information Center. The command center of a spacecraft. The CIC is filled with sensor displays to make sense out of the chaos of combat. DC. Damage control. Not difficulty class. The containment and repair of damage to a spacecraft. ECM, electronic countermeasures used to avoid enemy sensors from passive emissions masking to active jamming. EVA, extravehicular activity, time spent in a pressure suit outside of a vehicle, spacecraft, or station. Flank. The flank is the side of a military formation. Since the soldiers are facing elsewhere, an enemy that can attack on the flank can often turn it or roll it up. FNG. Freaking new guy, a derisive term for inexperienced personnel. Groundside, the surface of a planet. Helmsman, the crew member who pilots a spacecraft. Radar, light amplified detection and ranging, an active sensor that bounces lasers off an object to determine its bearing and distance. Radar has sufficient resolution that the data can be reconstructed into an image. Shore party, spacecraft crew sent ashore on official business. Silent running, an old submariner's term used aboard the Let's try that again. An old submariner's term used aboard the Normandy to denote when stealth systems are active. SITREP, abbreviation of Situation Report, an evaluation of the current military situation. Spacer, someone who has spent most of their life in space. XO, executive officer, the second in command of an Alliance warship. The XO is responsible for administrative and personnel matters. And boy howdy chat, is it embarrassing when HR mixes up the capital X letters XO with the lowercase letters XO, and someone somewhere in the administration department gets a kiss and a hug from a subordinate employee. Man, they have guidelines against that kind of thing. Communications. Real-time communication is possible thanks to networks of expensive mass relay convoys that can daisy-chain a transmission via lasers. Convoys are maintained in patterns built outward from each mass relay. The buoys are little more than a cluster of primitive miniature mass relays. I'm British English, I apologise if you don't want me to be saying boy, but that's how it's pronounced in my dialect. Each individual buoy is connected to a partner on another buoy in the network, forming a corridor of low-mass space. Tight beam communications lasers are piped through these tubes of FTL space, allowing virtually instantaneous communication to anywhere on the network. The networks connect across regions by communications lasers through the mass relays. With this system, the only communications delay is the light lag between the source or destination and the closest buoy. So long as all parties remain within half a light second, 150,000 kilometers, of buoys, seamless real-time communications are possible. Since buoys are maintained in all traveled areas, most enjoy unlimited instant communication. Ships only suffer communications lag when operating off established deep space routes, around uninhabited outer system gas giants, and other unsettled areas. During wartime, convoy networks are the first target of attack. Once the network is severed, it can take anywhere from weeks to years to get a message out of a contested system. In systems where a buoy network has not yet been built, or has been destroyed, rapid communication means ferrying information through high-speed courier ships and unmanned data drones. And now I get to rest my voice while the narrator reads things.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council Chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the Wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
The Keepers, chat. What could they keep? It's the Citadel.
Biotics is the ability. When subjected to an electrical current, the rare material dubbed Element Zero, or EZO, emits a dark energy field that raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it. This mass effect is used in countless ways, from generating artificial gravity to manufacturing high-strength construction materials. It is most prominently used to enable faster-than-light space travel. EZO is generated when solid matter, such as a planet, is affected by the energy of a star going supernova. The material is common in the asteroid debris that orbits neutron stars and pulsars. These are dangerous places to mine, requiring extensive use of robotics, telepresence, and shielding to survive the incredible radiation from the dead star. Only a few major corporations can afford the setup costs required to work these primary sources. Humanity discovered refined Element Zero at the Prothean Research Station on Mars, allowing them to create mass effect fields and develop FTL travel. Element Zero can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with mass effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
For some reason that I cannot explain, evenly blended alloys just sounds really tasty. I would never eat an evenly blended alloy, I would never advocate that you eat an evenly blended alloy, but it just sounds really tasty.
Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni-tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni-tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
I also really want the Omni-tool prop, but it's expensive. Also, I don't have any need for it. It just looks really cool. Oh, I could get a codex entry from one of these. Apparently not.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
I apologize if my microphone just picked up my thumb cracking. It was unintentional, I assure you. It was quite unpleasant. Oh, sorry, it's pre-running a cutscene. I should peace out. Be right back.
Of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I mean, to be fair, does anyone like their agents being accused of treason? Just a thought, really.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Gasp. Map. Don't know why I said it like that, chat. That was weird. Yeah. So I think sprinting is actually faster now.
The Citadel.
And the Citadel?
The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Right. Sorry, I was trying to tweak some video settings. Go to the tower. Follow the pulsing arrow on your radar to the Citadel Tower. Yeah, or I could hack this. One of the two. I'm in. Alliance Patrol report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Row cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Oh, we've started the side quest collection. Sorry, I'm just trying to check something. Anyway. This is the Elcor, I believe, and Volus Ambassador's office.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone. And she betrayed that confidence.
You speak up.
All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
And if you do something rash, there's a cream for it.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
I do.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that. And if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
I completely understand that, my friend. I don't like sudden changes either.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the L-Corps groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke.
Oh,
Your
Din.
tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
So obviously this is a BioWare game, so there's periods of just talking, and then periods of action, and then periods of just talking. I apologize. I'm trying to not talk over the dialogue, apart from when I feel like there's a funny thing to say or a comment to make, but it's difficult sometimes to know when it's appropriate.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
I'm sure I will. I didn't.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
You can tell me why the L-Corps is louder in your dialogue than in his own.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the L-Corps.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
No, he's not.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Sassy.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
It will not.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Chat, I don't know if you know this, dropping some knowledge on you here. You're not supposed to hold seats, you're supposed to sit on them. That's kind of the point of a seat. Maybe that's where Din's going wrong, where the Volus as a whole are going wrong. They're just using things wrong.
Tell me about Volus culture.
Apparently you hold
We are
seats.
tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent.
I
We
know it's a
barter
phrase,
and
don't worry.
trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
I'm so excited to play Mass Effect 2 to introduce everyone to the biotic god.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
Oh, whoops.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
There's a short joke there.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The
I'm not going for
Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the L-Corps or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Bah!
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din.
It's the sigh.
Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
I should go before you blow a seal on your survival suit. Oh, look, it's a keeper.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Good day, human. Goodbye, Zelton. That's Udina's office. That's shut. The Shepherd's Shuffle. Ah! Or try to anyway. No, didn't work.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
I just came from there.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Also, you're the only heavily armed human here. No one else is carrying weapons, you fool.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
That's fair.
Have a pleasant day.
Level up! No. Charm. There we are. Adept. That unlocks stasis, which I'll then put a point into. I've got maybe so many points to get to singularity. And that's pistols training, yeah. I guess, Just warp, why not? And Caden. And Ashley. Expose Saren. That's against Twitch TOS. Do the same. I'm going to do some reading, and then we'll do the narrated stuff. Presidium Ring. The ring is an enclosed loop of park-like space serving as the connection point for the wards. The interior walls are lined with the embassies of influential species and private residences for the galaxy's elite. The Presidium is full of open-air restaurants, bars, and luxurious meeting areas. Gravity is about 1/3 of Earth normal. A holographic sky is projected over the ceiling of the ring. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day schedule, with a 6-hour night, where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. So that'll be 26/7. Oh. Offices and residences are often open to the interior. It is not unusual for embassies to have no exterior wall at all. This does not cause a crime problem due to the heavy C-Sec presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices on the Presidium. Thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. The ring is the location of the Citadel's spaceports. Being closer to the center of spin, there is less motion for a ship to match, and the reduced spin gravity makes handling cargo easier. Hundreds of ships pass through the Citadel every day, and every species with an embassy is granted a private dock. The tower, at the center of the ring, holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over a kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the ward arms. As the tower is at the center of the spin axis, it experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass effect fields at a 90-degree angle to the ring and wards. A consular dock can be found at the base of the tower. While normally used for diplomatic couriers and Spectre business, the shuttles docked here can evacuate the council government in an emergency.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors. The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna.
Forgot about the Elcor.
They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
To be fair, like, walking on your knuckles on solid flooring for prolonged periods of time probably isn't comfortable.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen-air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Didn't press the button hard enough to unmute. The whole flesh splitting thing just... I don't know, Chad. It doesn't sound good, if I'm being honest. It sounds like something to be avoided at all costs. And maybe I should not joke about their pressure suit splitting. I'm going to check up here and then I'm going to take my wellness break. It's been a bit delayed because of the later start than usual. Talk to Executive Palin on the way back. Oh, wait, nope, I know that. I know that lady. We'll talk to Executive Palin now. Well, not now, because wellness break, obviously, but YouTube, don't go anywhere. I'm just going to pause the recording. Unpause the recording. Talk, well, let's run around his office like a crazy person first. I'm hacking your stuff, Executive Palin. How do you feel about this? You probably should have a higher level of security, considering you're head of CSEC. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you've been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. I'm not alive, but rather I've been reanimated by the Geth. Oh, cool, you've got a dragon's tooth in your yard. That seems like it's a problem to, like, cut the grass around, I guess. Alright, let's do this respectfully in front of his desk.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel.
Oh.
Was there something you needed, Commander?
Someone like me, huh?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
I'm not going to pick that. It's probably a renegade thing.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
So I love the Dragon Age TTRPG. I would play that whenever anyone wants me to run it for them. Or run it for me. I wish there was an official Mass Effect RPG. I know there's rules hacks for a variety of systems. I wish there was an official one.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services
Not that I'd
throughout
play
the
it.
Citadel. We're a
I've none to play
civilian
with.
government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
That's fair, and I respect that, but I'm a victim in all of this.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
It's time to talk to Nasana.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
Sure.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
I like how this guy's a bartender, and he was just like, I don't sell alcohol, I can give you information though. Do you want some of that? I can hook you up with the hot stuff. Also, I can only assume the other people in chat that Twitch they're viewing are dead. So, this channel's haunted now.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
I should probably leave.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Chat, I hope you're having a pleasant day. You're here. You're probably not.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Fredericks, if the man just wants to talk to an attractive lady, just let him just talk to an attractive lady. You don't have to have sex with everyone you meet, my guy. True, even the victim should wait until the investigation is complete to receive information. That's the be. Oh yeah. The victim should absolutely wait. I was being silly. I was just having a bit of a laugh, bit of a lark, bit of a joker.
What do you want? Oh, Commander.
Smash him in the face with my head.
Something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Not bad.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
He's going to be really salty when I go in for free. Just saying. Clear out the codex. Any primaries? Nope. Citadel Security Services, or CSEC. Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. CSEC has 6 divisions. Enforcement. Uniformed officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies. Investigation. Detectives who puzzle out the truth behind crimes and bring perpetrators to justice. Customs. Screens the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's ports every day. Network. Deals with cybercrimes like identity and copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence. Special Response. Deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals. In the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel, they are also the front line of defense, armed with military-grade equipment. How often do hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals happen on the Citadel, though? Patrol. Naval arm, with ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen at the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel councillor or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nation, but an inexperienced applicant with demonstrable talent will be fairly considered. CSEC and the Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current executor Venari Palin, believe that allowing Spectres to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Saren Arterius lend credence to this position. The Spectres, in turn, are aggravated when CSEC's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigations. Talk to Nasana.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Never mind. There's a keeper. Can't do anything with that yet. It's for a side quest I'll be picking up, don't worry about it. Boo-woo. Right, let's go listen to Avina a lot.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Interstellar importance? What could that be?
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Do you want to know more? I'm doing my part. Anyway, wrong game.
Tell me
Wrong
about
franchise.
the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Do I need to go and break some kneecaps?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Basically, we caused too much problem. Caused too many problems for them.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
So if you're still here from the raid, you may not know this, but I run a non-profit company. And the amount of faff and bureaucratic headache that gives me, I can't imagine running the Citadel and dictating interstellar policy. The Volus are just better off, let's face it.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
I'm sorry, but that is one hell of a mood. Chat, Raiders, I'm sorry if my personality has offended you.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Gasp.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
That detective was not the right question. And that's all of them.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Biotic, a virtual intelligence, is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
So chat, don't go making a VI of, say, me. I don't know why you would want to, personally speaking. I think that's a terrible idea and you really shouldn't. But if you ever wanted to, don't. Just don't, really. It's not worth it. Not worth it in the slightest. Okay. That was a weird NPC in the background. So I need to go to the tower. I'm not feeling like going to the tower straight away, though, being honest. Time to run around the Presidium like a person who's never been here before. I can't go too many places, though. Like, the game won't let me until I progress the story, so that's fine. Just figured this way it breaks up kind of all of the talking if I do some exploring as well. Hopefully you're enjoying the very minimalistic... Whoa, my guy, you suddenly realized you needed places to go? Also, this wall... I'm pretty sure this wall is here for loading purposes, so that you can't see when they cull the Presidium from memory. Oh, also, it's really pretty. Like, if you haven't seen the game before. Even the original, I mean, yeah, it's Unreal Engine 3, but it's decently pretty as games go. Can I go down here? No, there's a lift, right? Yeah, it's a lift I can't access. Going up. so clearly I need to go to the tower. It's not happening. There's other things to run around and look at first. Ooh, hey, a keeper. Oh, this keeper I can examine.
What's it doing?
Do you want to say that again, Ashley, where we can hear you?
Not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Hey, Avina, am I okay to poke the keeper?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
But what if I want to interfere with the keepers in a non-dodgy fashion? What then?
Tell me more about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
I mean, it's art. Like, it's open to interpretation. That's the point of art.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
Can I have the appropriate clearance, though?
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Oh, well, there we are.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
But I need to get in there.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
It's not outside the scope of mine. I'm jealous.
I'd like to know more about
chat.
the keepers.
Little
having
is
such a
known about
relaxing
these
day
peaceful
here.
servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
That's a lot of words just to say. Hello, guys.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make
Fully, it's
frequent
accessible.
appearances in the
Clearly,
council
sorry.
chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
If they can get to it, it's accessible. That's the very definition of the word accessible.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Just as a blanket statement, if you head out before I finish the stream, have a pleasant day, chat.
You know, art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Oof, recording frame rate. Eesh. I wonder if I am actually moving faster this time, or if it's like the original game where it just makes it look like you're moving faster, but you're not actually. Talk to Bolivon the banker.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
That is unsettling.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Discreet and efficient.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Ooh, that seems shady.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
He's got me there, chat. He has definitely got me there.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
I am the best. You're not wrong.
What are the wards like?
Shepard, not
the cultural
Conrad
heart
Doubles.
of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Good to know.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
That was very ominous, Barlavon. Please don't.
human.
Ah, the Hanar.
This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Makes sense. Checks out. That's fair.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
In the very fudging items voice. I'm purely here for the Foundation, for the licenses.
Commander, it is good.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so.
X is skip. Good to know. Okay.
Commander.
I doubt there'll be
Show me your
a
items.
license in non-human armors, but it's worth checking. Just in case. No. I should probably put that away. I know I come back here for an assignment, but just gonna check up these stairs anyway. Good. Goodbye, Delan India. This I don't think I can get far in. I thought this was leading to an elevator. So that's back over to the embassies. This is
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times.
down to the console, I think.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
We don't want frustration. Hey, this is Shire's.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Whoa, that's personal.
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
No.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
That's a long time.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
Companionship.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
What do you do?
Right, just gonna get
It's
the
our job to ensure.
prompt about
My specialty is
3 to 4 months.
excellent. I'll add you to our client list.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nalina,
Yes, Shaira?
Let them in.
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress.
No, let's objectify this Asari.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Yes.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner. I'd spend all day here if I could.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
Is it though? I really do like the dress though. It's really cool. Is Umbra, I think, the word?
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
An impressive amount of vocal fry there.
The Elkul. The Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have 2 names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Chat, I've started twitching and I don't know why. It gets kind of painful after a while, and it's already starting to be painful because I was twitching earlier. I'm probably gonna just get through this codex entries and then see how I feel, but I might have to wrap up a bit earlier than I was hoping to.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Hopefully there's not too many secondary ones to read. Okay. Bear with me, I'm going to be stuttering my way through this, but I will. I've just turned the webcam off because I get embarrassed when people see me with the muscle spasms. So I'll read these with as little stammering as possible. The majority of the Citadel's population lives in the wards, the 5 massive arms of the station that house the residential and commercial districts. Many galactic races have established cultural enclaves here. Population density and cost of living are extremely high, akin to Earth cities such as Hong Kong and Singapore. The wards are open-topped, with skyscrapers rising from the superstructure. Towers are sealed against vacuum as the breathable atmosphere envelope is only maintained to a height of about 7 meters. The atmosphere is contained by the centrifugal force of rotation and a membrane of dense, colourless sulfur hexafluoride gas held in place by carefully managed mass effect fields. The view from the wards is spectacular. In the background, stars, Serpent Nebula, and the nearby blue giant called the Widow move across the sky as the station rotates to stabilise itself. In the foreground, the lights of buildings and vehicles on the opposing ward arms perpetually shine. Alright, you apologise. Yawn. The Citadel has no real day or night. While the station keeps to standard galactic time for political functions, businesses rarely close and residents acclimate to sleep and work according to personal need rather than a day-night cycle. Additions and modifications are constantly being constructed, though they must stay within certain specifications that will not compromise the operation of the station. Occasionally, the keepers will descend on an area of the wards and move or change the architecture without explanation. Residents have learned to live with these inexplicable intrusions. Credits, or creds. The standard credit was established by the Citadel's Unified Banking Act as the currency of interstellar trade. The credit has managed a floating exchange rate, or has a managed floating exchange rate, calculated in real time by the central bank to maintain the average value of all participating currencies. Some regional currencies are worth more than a credit and some less. Hard currency can be stolen or counterfeited, so electronic fund transfers are the norm. More importantly, physical transactions cannot be easily tracked, making them ideal for tax evasion or the purchase of illegal goods. When the Alliance joined the Citadel, its various national treasuries were linked into their credit network. A human with a bank account of Mexican pesos, Japanese yen or Indian rupees can purchase any item priced in credits at fair market value. All economies that participate in the credit network are required to price items in both local currency and credits. What is that? Oh, whoops. Mass relays.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
Which, you know, totally fair. Right, I think, so this is what's happening now. It's unpleasant and it'll make me nauseous if I'm trying to stare at the screen for too long. So unfortunately I'm going to have to cut the recording short, the stream short, sorry. I think I'm just tired and need to rest. But this was a bonus stream anyway, so I guess anything is better than nothing, right? YouTube, as usual, please let me know what you thought in the comments section below. Please do share the video with anyone you think might like it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you get a chance, swing by twitch.tv/ComradeBubbles and give the channel a follow. It really helps me out. I think that's it. So YouTube, until next time, please do stay safe. Please do stay healthy. Please do stay wholesome. Much love to you all. Goodbye.